Hello and welcome. In this video, we're diving into the three primary types of perimeter seals used in leak repair enclosures. First, let's talk about what a perimeter seal is. A perimeter seal is a seal type that runs through the enclosure bores and around the perimeter of the enclosure, forming a continuous seal. The primary sealing mechanism in a perimeter seal is injectable sealant, which is pumped into a continuous groove milled on one half of the enclosure. All enclosures are split into multiple pieces so that they can bolt onto whatever else they are being installed on. This results in what we call split lines. Each split line in an enclosure is a leak path and must be sealed. The three main types of perimeter seals are the single, double, and triple perimeter seal. The single perimeter seal has one injection groove that runs around the perimeter of the enclosure and through the bores. In most cases, unless the bores are exceptionally tight, there's an interstatic seal groove, usually filled with packing or tubing, to prevent the sealant from extruding into the cavity. Then, on the outside of the bores, there may be another static seal or a peening groove. Peening is a mechanical technique where a technician uses a chisel to bend a metal lip inward towards the pipe, creating a physical barrier that prevents sealant extrusion. Single perimeter seals are becoming more common, especially for plate boxes because of modern machining, which allows really flat split lines that come completely together. The double perimeter seal builds on this. It adds a second static seal groove milled around the perimeter, which is filled with packing or tubing. This groove stops sealant from migrating into the cavity. If sealant leaks towards the outside, technicians may peen the split line around the perimeter as a backup. The triple perimeter seal is the most robust option. It includes an inner static seal, a central injection groove, and an outer static seal. This provides maximum containment, but makes the enclosure larger and requires more bolting force to compress the packing and ultimately get the enclosure to come completely together. This style of seal is often my go-to choice when a highly reliable seal is required and when an enclosure is made with welding processes that may distort the split lines from being perfectly flat. Generally, I prefer using either a single or triple perimeter seal. If the enclosure is a machined plate box style, a single injection groove often provides a tight seal and no static seals are needed on the perimeter because the flat surfaces of the enclosure come perfectly together. But for fabricated enclosures, which are those that require welding or heat treatment, achieving a perfectly flat split line is hard. That's when packing grooves become essential to prevent sealant from extruding. Now let's talk briefly about the three main advantages I see in using a perimeter seal over a void fill. The first advantage of a perimeter seal over a void fill is that they use significantly less sealant than a void fill. That makes them much more cost-effective and faster to install. The second advantage is that you have almost no chance of injecting sealant into the pipe that's leaking, which is called mainline. And the third advantage is that you have almost no chance of putting external pressure on the pipe during injection, which can be risky with really long enclosures or with thinning piping. In most cases, a perimeter seal will be a great choice for a leak repair enclosure. Wrap this up, I wanted to mention one pro tip when it comes to perimeter seal enclosure design. It's always a good idea to include at least one vent port in the enclosure void for this style of enclosure. If you're sealing an active leak, pressure can build up in the cavity during the installation process, which can make the enclosure difficult to install. If pressure builds up, it can also blow out the packing from the bores or the perimeter grooves during the installation process. A vent will help release that pressure, which will make the installation safer and smooth. If you found this video helpful, check out our other videos to learn more about online leak repair. Thanks for watching.